Welcome to Spirit Voice. I'm ZenJen.
And I'm Bonnie Jane.
Spirit Voice is a podcast honoring the love of universal flow. We channel messages and songs from spirit guides and divine consciousness. Through Spirit's voice, may a door be opened to your own illuminated heart and to the power of connection. Connection to yourself, to the world, and to your own spirit team who is there to give you love and guidance in every moment.
We are so grateful for our listeners and for this first season of Spirit Voice. We've had a really good time, and we just wanted to get on here and say that this will be our last episode of the season, but we will be back. So after this summer break, feel free to keep in touch with us and stay tuned for our next season.
And we would love to connect with other channelers via whether it be messages or song channelers to come onto the show, or just to submit via email or any of our social medias some of your own channeled messages and songs, because we would love to kind of be able to expand and have new people on the recordings and just to connect with all of you guys. So reach out to us and we'd love to connect soon.
Thanks so much. Enjoy. Find yourself becoming very comfortable where you are. Allow your body to relax, letting go of any tension that you've been carrying. Feel the breath fill your body with space and light. As you let go and exhale, any negativity and worries leave you. You are but wind and water in this vessel of light. Within your space carries the voice of wisdom. Within your bones, your ancestors sing out their praise and love for the future. Our DNA as humans is a map of all existence. Within the microcosm, there is the macrocosm of the whole universe. Welcome here in this space. It is time to trust and surrender so that you can open, you can expand to new possibilities where hope abounds and love is the kingdom that you seek and you find there within your own self. Great mystery above and below and surrounding us. May we all see that we are a part of your great plan and love. Be present here, my loves. Let your voices be steady. Let your feet find roots to cling to. Remember that you are strong. Remember, this is the year of the fire horse, where strength and energy will carry you to where you want to go. You just need to be conscious, aware. You just need to keep both eyes open on what it is you are still seeking. Some of you will find yourself settled into new places. Some of you will find yourself exactly where you still are, and yet it is a spiral here this time. This time and space are spirals, cycling, but yet steady, moving forward. Feel the rhythms there in your soul. Allow them to harmonize with your whole being, trusting yourself and seeing the love and trustworthiness of others. Recognize it. Let it vibrate there in your very being. You are sweetness. Sweetness in this trust and surrender. The wisdom is the window pane. Let it be clear with the flow. Let your heart know your name. You are here bright in soul. Oh, the gardens are tended carefully. Your life sings with you. When you are present in your life, the whole world is with you. Oh, freedom in spirit. Freedom is your soul. Allow yourself to be here, present and whole. Oh, the things that you look for may not be what you need, but gather here in this garden near and see what's the seeds. Allow yourself to center in the brightness of the sun. Your body will remember the guidance you come from. Oh, sacred life, sacred life, let yourself be clear. Sacred life, with you we have no fears. Allow ourselves to center here. Allow ourselves to grow. Sacred life, we call to you to flourish here, we know.
Finding your way takes time. And when that time window opens for you to begin walking more of that truth and purpose you come here to do, you must be brave. You must be able to walk through those doors to that next time zone, allowing you to be more connected to you and your closeness, interconnectedness to all that is, allowing you to feel more free. We do not wish for you all to suffer, but it is part of your journey to be lost or to struggle to achieve that in which you desire. For the path of hardship grows the most strength, allows you to fully embody that which you are seeking. Remember the guidance you have all around you, that will help you get there faster and more easily. I know at times you feel like giving up. Those are the times that builds the grit, that builds the resilience. Every time you come back from that feeling of defeat and giving up allows you to take that next strong step forward. Finding the courage and the strength within is a huge part in your journey. So therefore, the times when you don't feel that connected and strong is for a reason, helping to bring you back to that feeling. We arrived tonight. We take flight tonight. We hold your hand in the circle of love so that you can be from above. Circle of light, we hold you tonight, and we believe in you. Circle of light, we hold you tonight. Circle of light, we hold you tonight. Bringing peace and joy to your life, we hold you all night.
Allow yourself here to take comfort in knowing who you are and where you would like to go. This garden that we have spoken of here so far is sweetness. May you be open to joy. This, can you feel it there in your heart? A flower blooms where it feels the sun. Where is that sunlight for you? Now is the time to recognize it and bring it inwards. You know what to do. These images will come through if you close your eyes, trusting your own intuition to mirror back to you what it is you really want to do right now, and a clear vision of who you are and where you want to go. Be aware here in this earthen plane of distractions that take you from your higher self. Be aware of how these many distractions can take your attention away from this self. This time is about centering. How can we do this when we are constantly on the perimeters of the circle? Find yourself there in the center of who you are. Feel it in your bones and in your energy systems. Now is a time to grow. You have begun the process already of rooting down into your values and rooting down into the positivity of your dreams. These roots have found the dark nourishment there under the earth. These roots have found this eternal foundation that you have sought. You have come from this abundance below you. You have worked hard at building and sowing the seeds of the future, and now it is time to grow. Now it is time to let this seedling root itself deeper, but yet look up to the sunshine above and see how you can now expand and reach out and let others know who you truly are there in this earth space. I see there within your bodies this plant growing into your energy systems upwards, upwards, upwards. Feel it through all the chakras up into your body. Upwards, upwards. Trust this process of again and again, as you have heard so many times from this person here. Upwards. It is okay if others do not accept you for who you are. Often, they do not quite understand, and that is their own path to discover if they wish. We do not judge the others. We do not see ourselves as higher as anyone here. We recognize the pulse of the universe is within us all. It is not us to judge who is tapped into this pulse and who is not. You can only decide for yourself where you truly are, and that is why you must deliver yourself into this goodness of the center, taking away these distractions of the phone, taking away these distractions of petty arguments, taking away the distractions of everything else that takes you away from your center. You must be there grounded and reaching upwards. I do not know how to say it any else differently. Only you can judge for yourself what it is that I mean. But you will know. So check into yourself daily, many times. Check into yourself as you grow. It is very important. For this summer comes with many opportunities and many, many paths that you will soon know. And it is so wonderful time to expand. But make sure as you grow, you know who you truly are. You are spirit. You are the pulse again and again and again. Awareness. Welcoming the center and finding time for silence, true silence, like the night sky. Allow it to be there, where you are now in your soul.
That last message, the part about sleep and not being distracted, really hit me, because I know as human beings we need sleep to, restore our physical bodies. But as that message was coming through, it really hit me as far as that at sleep we're the least distracted we are, right? That's the most still and least distracted time, when we're sleeping. And that's what this being was talking about, is being less distracted.
Absolutely. And it made me think that sometimes we don't believe stillness and silence is what we need to be doing. We're such a production sort of society, thinking we need to perform and get things done. But it was a good reminder that, like sleep and silence we still need. And even if it's not the sleep, they were like kind of talking about just finding that stillness and silence and just sitting with it. That can be healthy for us and be restorative if we just dribble that throughout our day.
Yeah, and we were kind of talking about that before, turning the recording on, is just the fact that maybe if we can be more intentional and create that distraction-free space of stillness during our daytime, that we might not need as much sleep in the evening time, because we, received like what our soul, our body needs for each day by doing it in the daytime instead of like needing it at nighttime.
And there's something to really be said about mindfulness meditation, where you're just paying attention to your breath, right? Or just paying attention to a sound or a sensation, and it's giving your brain the opportunity to truly rest. Like, thoughts are going to pop in and out, but as you practice this, they're going to feel like, that cliche they say, like the clouds just going in and out. Like, that's really true. You'll start to cling to them less. And start to be just more aware in your own body of yourself. So I think this was a really good reminder of that if you're finding yourself extremely busy, to take the time, even if it's 5 minutes. I think most of us have 5 minutes. Yeah. Right? If you can find the time just to use the bathroom during the day, that's 3 minutes right there. So come on now, like just 5 little minutes, even just stepping outside and just taking a couple breaths and recognizing this is your stillness time. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I just found it to be so interesting talking about that, and then sleep, and then just having that thought of like, oh, well, maybe that's why as humans part of the reason we need sleep. But that, if maybe we can achieve that stillness during the day, we wouldn't need as much or feel better with less.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it is interesting too about this theme of returning to your center and knowing that center, and you need stillness and silence to do that sometimes. Like, that's what sleep does, right? Like, even our dreams are symbols from our own center, our own subconscious.
And it's like, when you're sleeping, it's kind of sometimes hard to, remember it. If it's like an earlier part of your dream, you wake up, you realize it, then you go back to bed, you kind of could lose it. And then 2, it's just like a longer period. But if we can create that during the day and receive those and maybe write it down and really be able to understand them, we'd gain more from that. And just like when you had a bad day and you're like, go to bed and start again, it's that reset. And so, if you can kind of, like you were saying, just take that 5 minutes to create that reset during the daytime. I mean, how much better and could we feel? How much more productive could we be? Or just, feeling true in our center, like ourselves.
And I think some people fear going into that center because they don't want all the thoughts and feelings to pop up.
Yeah.
But I like to encourage my clients to imagine this chessboard or checkerboard, and one side's the thoughts, one side's the feelings, all the pieces, but we're also the board itself, which maybe we've talked about on this podcast before, but like tapping into like, but I'm also my body. I'm also the space that holds all the feelings and the, the thoughts. And that is me also. And even kind of more of the true me, really,
Yeah.
And so I wonder if people are seeking out stimulation and their phones and all these distractions because it worries them to go within. But developing a spiritual practice will help you trust your inner self.
Yeah. And so if the people that do have the fear of those feelings and thoughts coming in, well, as a therapist, like feeling them and acknowledging them is the best thing you can do for that, to like be able to not have them have as much charge or, so, okay, for somebody that might be feeling that, worry of, well, what thoughts am I going to experience if I just go within myself? That like, the more you go within yourself, the less charge those feelings are going to have, and you'll just start to notice them like the clouds, and then you'll just start to feel better within yourself, and that those feelings that do come up don't have as much effect on you anymore.
Yeah.
And that'd be great, right?
Yeah. I mean, and just being able to be present with them and accepting them in a non-judgmental way will just help them shift And you'll recognize all the other things going on with you too, like all the space around these things. And so, yeah, just like an encouragement to not fear going within. It might feel intense, but we promise you that if you just try to relax your body at the same time, let yourself know you are physically safe, trust your inner self. It's going to figure out how to process some of these major feelings and thoughts and be able to shift them.
Yeah. Because, if you allow them to come through, then what else might come through by letting them fully express? I myself, I know with, being in the thick of the newborn months, having a baby and stuck breastfeeding a lot, like I do sometimes go to that scroll method, of just doom scrolling and just being entertained by those little videos. But then I realized, and I caught myself, and I've not looked at my phone in that way for a few days. And then it's interesting what comes in, what creativity, what other ideas come in when I'm not feeding my brain those ideas, but rather just listening to my own ideas and my own creative thoughts. So same with the negative thoughts, like if maybe you just allow them to be, what other thoughts can come in?
Yeah. And as long as you feel like, you are committed to your values so that your behaviors reflect those values, right? Like if your imagination pops up something kind of overwhelming, and don't be confused, like that's the true you, right? We're just imaginative people as humans. So it's very normal. We're going to have some really weird, disturbing thoughts sometimes, but being committed to, but I trust myself. I'm going to stay committed in my behaviors, my actions to do what I know is right.
Yeah. Even in dreams, like, I don't know about anybody else, but I'll have some dreams. I just had one recently where I was, like, dreaming of frogs, and then all of a sudden one of the frogs turned into something super scary, like an alligator monster, and I was like, nope, go back to the frog.
Wow. Did it work?
I think it did, or at least it shifted it into this, like, different version of the dream. But, like, I just think it's important to know that we all have that control over our, like, and free will, as far as our minds go, to being like, no, I'm not going to go down there. I don't want that dream. Thank you.
And I can control my thoughts and feelings to the point, at least, of being like, this is a creative exercise for me, and recognize these are just parts of me, but it's not the whole picture, so I can shift. So, okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to Spirit Voice, and we hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful summer. We are so thankful for you guys as an audience. Feel free to share and like, subscribe, and connect with us on our social media platforms, which we have listed in the info,
as well as our website and email. Thanks for tuning in to yourself and Spirit Voice.
Toodaloo.